Bruce is allowed a bit of latitude because he is good at his job. I think it's important to see that. Otherwise, I think it would be you'd be watching this going, why is he there? This guy is interminable. Get rid of him. But when you see him do his job and actually be good at it, you go, okay, I think I get it.
All right. Well, my name is Russ Milheim. I'm from the Direct. Thank you for talking to me today about the show.
Of course. Oh, I'm thrilled to be chatting with you.
Dude, you're hilarious, and it shows, in this series. So congratulations on being a part of it, first and foremost.
I'm so lucky, honestly. Yeah, it could have. A lot of actors could have done it and would have done it differently. I'm very grateful that they got stuck with me. So yeah, it's a joy to be a part of it.
Now, one of my all-time favorite shows is Scrubs, and this show is
Yeah.
definitely working to occupy that same unique space as like a medical comedy. How familiar are you with that show, and was that like a constant comparison that came up while you guys were making it?
Look, I'm familiar with it, in as much as probably everyone is familiar with it, even if they're not a fan. It was a juggernaut, right? At the time. Um, I wouldn't say that I was a diehard fan, which is mercifully, I think it's a good thing going into this because I wasn't personally comparing it. But yeah, I mean, a hospital comedy. For sure, it's going to be impossible not to compare it to Scrubs. Though it's not the only one either. There was it Moving On HBO for a time. I mean, there have been other hospital comedies, but just none so colossal as Scrubs was. Yeah, I think adding that mockumentary style to it certainly visually differentiates it. And I think it allows a different kind of comedy to exist in the hospital space. Scrubs had a real heightened, very stylized, kind of produced comedy. It was excellent, but there was a lot going on in the editing and the music, and there was sort of genre. You could play with genre a little bit in Scrubs. This is feels a little more. I don't know, maybe grounded's the wrong word, but just the nature of a documentary team following them around just adds a different dynamic to it.
Now, kind of a big question here for you, but in your own words, what do you think makes Bruce such a good doctor?
That's a great question. Yeah, and look, I think in order to be a trauma surgeon where snap decisions have to get made and you can't really second guess yourself, having confidence is probably critical. And Bruce probably has an overdose of confidence. So yes, so while that makes him insufferable on a social level, as a surgeon, it probably makes him one of the better ones. Uh, but yeah, I think, you know, Bruce is allowed a bit of latitude because he is good at his job. I think it's important to see that. Otherwise, I think it would be you'd be watching this going, why is he there? This guy is interminable. Get rid of him. But when you see him do his job and actually be good at it, you go, okay, I think I get it.
Yeah, yeah. Now, the show hasn't been renewed for season two yet, but have you heard anything on that front? And what would you like to explore if given the chance with more episodes?
Oh yeah, look, I haven't heard anything. Hoping for the best, but yeah, there's so much more room to explore there. Look, personally, you couldn't do this a lot, but I would love to see them outside the hospital somewhere, somehow. I just think that would change. That would be a lovely, different angle to see the relationship dynamics play out. But there's no end to the storylines that can exist in a hospital. I've been approached by lots of friends and even strangers who work in healthcare who are like, "Oh my God, you should do this storyline. This happened to me. This is a true story." Like there is just this wealth of craziness that apparently is going on behind the scenes at every hospital.
Yeah. Now, I got one more question for you. I want to try to squeeze
Yeah,
in an unrelated one. You're going to be in
sure.
Mortal Kombat 2, and you're
Yeah.
returning as a fan favorite character, my personal favorite from that first movie. What can you tease about his new role in the sequel and how it might surprise fans? Obviously, as vaguely as you can.
Yes, indeed. I don't want to get into any trouble, but I can say that, yeah, he's, in the second Mortal Kombat, Kano has had a new chapter in his life, that being death. And, death alters you. So, yeah, prepare yourselves for a Kano 2.0. Yeah, as we all know, if anyone's a fan of the games, the Kanos alliances, can change at the drop of a hat, and that's certainly true in the second one. It's going to be you're going to keep you on your toes, guessing, who Kano's kind of siding with.
Well, I look forward to that. I look forward to, the rest of Dennis Medical and also obviously seasons two, three, four. We'll keep it going. We'll keep it going.